Well, now to the international kerfuffle regarding Bolivian President Evo Morales, whose plane was grounded in Austria after it was believed that Edward Snowden was on board. Bolivia said it would file a complaint with the United Nations over what they're calling an act of aggression by the countries who denied airspace to their presidential jet. Bolivian President Evo Morales was in Moscow Tuesday, meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin for a summit for gas exporters. Well, Morales boarded his private plane home only to be forced to land in Austria. Bolivia says that France, Portugal, Italy, and Spain refused to let the plane cross into their airspace, believing that whistleblower Edward Snowden was on board. But none unrecognized passengers, they weren't found on the plane, but President Morales and his staff, along with 4 pilots, were forced to spend the night in the Vienna airport, waiting 13 hours for permission to fly. Well, joining me from Bolivia to talk about this is RT correspondent Mauricio Segovia from our Spanish sister station. Hi there, Mauricio.
Hi, Margaret. How are you?
Well, so how is the government in Bolivia reacting to their president's grounding in Vienna?
Well, they're definitely not happy with the situation of President Evo Morales in Vienna and what happened during the last day. Actually, he's flying over Bolivia at this moment right now. But, you know, Bolivia is actually sure that the U.S. is behind all this plot. And he's saying that, Bolivia is saying that now European countries are acting like U.S. colonies instead of Latin America, you know, which was a continent with many colonies for centuries. So now they're saying all these colonies moved to Europe. Now, Vice President and Acting President Alvaro Garcia say that Bolivia considers the situation a violation of international law as well as the president's rights. And he also mentioned the Vienna Convention, which very clearly states that it's not possible actually to do everything that was done in this case, because all presidents in the world have immunity, meaning that you know, it wasn't possible to stop or to block the access of the presidential plane into airspace of these 4 European countries, which actually did that.
Okay. Well, what is the reaction on the ground in Bolivia among its own citizens? And are they angry there that their president's plane was grounded?
Oh yeah, definitely they're angry. You can see also deception with these European countries, and some people actually took on the streets. Many of them went straight to the French embassy here in La Paz in Bolivia, and they were yelling and they were burning French flags. They definitely weren't happy, and it's suspected that a large group of people are going to be waiting President Evo Morales at the airport tonight when he lands here in Bolivian territory.
Okay. Well, are there any plans for the government to retaliate against the countries who rescinded their airspace? Are they planning on removing any diplomats?
Well, they certainly are. Actually, the Bolivian government already said that they are planning on denouncing the situation to the UN, specifically to the Office of the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights. Also, a group of lawmakers here in Bolivia, they are proposing a bill, excuse me, urging the expulsion of envoys representing these 3 countries. That's France, Italy, and Portugal, not Spain, though.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. Why did they suspect that Snowden was even on the plane with President Morales?
Well, actually, everything started at RT. President Evo Morales was in Moscow 2 days ago, and he actually gave an exclusive interview to RT. There he said that he was willing to consider any, well, if Mr. Snowden asked for asylum, he was willing to consider that. But he did say that at that time, the country didn't get any Snowden didn't get in touch with the country and therefore didn't ask for asylum.
Okay. Mauricio, thank you so much. We have to leave it there. That was RT correspondent Mauricio Segovia.